Any questions about that? All right. Well, as far as we have like 2 more things that we get to talk about. 2 more. I'll start it off by asking a question. Have you ever had someone mess up your formulas before? Yeah? Have you ever messed up your own formulas before? So sometimes we have to protect our stuff from others, and sometimes we have to protect it from ourselves. Sad but true. So let's talk about protection in Excel. All right, 2 levels of protection that we're going to talk about. One is protecting the file. The other, let's go 21 by the way. One is protecting the file, another is protecting the sheet. What's the keyword shortcut for save as? F12. If I go to F12, you'll see the tools menu down here. And under general options, you can do a password to open and a password to modify. Password to open means exactly what it says. If you create a password to open and you don't give it to the person to open it, then they can't open it. All right? Please do not forget your password. And if any of you are in position where you are allowed to fire people, you might want to do that after you secure any and all passwords. Like, could you imagine how that conversation would go after the fact? Like, we really meant to get that password from you before you left. Would you mind giving that to us? They were like, yeah, it's 2 words. So get that before you do that. Now, just so you know, how many of you have an IT department? Have an IT department? All right. IT most likely has some software that will crack passwords. But they might turn all like CIA on you if you ask them for it. So you could be like, you know, hey, I had an employee, had to let them go, but they put a password on there, we didn't get the password before they left. Do you have like that Excel cracking software? They might be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then you would go as far as say, like, I heard that all IT departments have that, and I know you probably have something like that. I don't know what you're talking about. So you're probably going to need to butter them up with something, all right? If it's guys, you ladies know how to get to the guy's heart, right? 6-pack of something. All right? But bottom line is, you're going to need extra software if you do not have the password. Now, the password to modify, one might think that if I create a password to modify, that and I don't give it out, that they can open it, but they can't modify it. And that's not true. They can modify it, but they have to do a save as. So what it really should be called is password to unlock read-only. That's what it should really be called, because if you don't give out the password, that's what it is. It's read-only. All right? And that's it as far as password protecting the file. Any questions about that? All right, I'm assuming that means no. Now, I'm going to open up the template that we had before. Here's the template. Let's say that I want the user to be able to put a quarter here, put the months, be able to put the states and the numbers. But what I don't want them to do is to be able to do what? Change this stuff here, right? So what I need to do is protect this sheet from this happening. Does that make sense? So, if I go up here to the Review tab, Review, here's the Protect Sheet button. If I click on that and hit OK, now, can they change the no-name company? No. Can they change a formula? No. Can they go ahead and put a number in here? No. Can they do anything? No. Why? Because before you protect the sheet, you have to unlock any cells that you want them to be able to modify. So by default, everything is locked. You have to be the one to unlock those things. Clear? How do I do that? Well, first of all, I need to unprotect this sheet. Then, I need to select everything that I want them to be able to change, which are, in this case, it's my states, my area for my numbers, my month, and my question marks here. Now, I want to right-click on that, go to Format Cells, and then go to the Protection tab and uncheck Locked. And what that does is it unlocks those cells. So that way, when the sheet is protected, those cells remain unlocked.